here we have a lock that came off back door of my house. As you can see, this here, this is the main part of the lock. Goes in there, and that will come out like so. And we'll see how this works. This part goes in there, and this is for this side here. Okay, but we're not going to use those at the moment, so I'm going to put those to one side. And for now, I take the key out. We'll need that shortly. Now I've just taken these out. I would like to put this back together again, so let me just try to do this as carefully as possible. There's one screw. Now I'm using a flat screwdriver because I've already loosened these screws off, and I was using my electric screwdriver, but I don't want to make it too loud so I can't speak. Right, I take those 3 screws out. These are the screws here, nothing special about them, standard screws, quite small. I'll put them there so you can see them. Now I'll very carefully take this cover off. There are lots of springs in here, so try to be careful. I'll put that to one side. Now it might be best, as I've said before, to take a picture. Take a picture with your phone or obviously with a camera, and just make sure that if it does all fall out, then you should be able to put it back together again. Okay, let's just see what happens. Right, it's all out now, all exposed. Right, here's the key, and I'm going to put the key into the keyhole. Now, let's put it a bit higher. And I will turn this here, and as I do, that should normally come out, but as you can see the springs keep popping out. But if you turn that there, let's try that again. There, it's coming out. It's just now because the cover isn't on anymore. It's much more difficult to keep in the line. There it is, there, it's out now, as you can see. If I now take that out, take the key out, and let's just see what's going on here. As that one rotated round, the key with the purple cuts in it meant that it would go around this part and rotate this wheel to push the lock out. So if we now very carefully take one piece out at a time. Now if I put this way around, put it down there, so I know what order they're coming. There. So from left to right. If I go wrong, I suppose I could replay my video. Left to right, and it's quite tight. Again, as I said, I don't want to ruin it. I want to put it back together so I can use it at some other time. So take this out. Just see a bit more. You see these springs here hold it into place. So here it is. Here we've got a couple of springs there. That spring there keeps the arm or the wheel in place and makes it tight. So when you turn it around, this lock then comes out. Of course, we can now remove that. And we can now see, there it is there. Now this side here is nothing much, not really anything to do with the lock itself. It's simply to make sure that it clips, the door clips into place before the lock is turned. But you can see it's quite a straightforward mechanism, and that moves when we put this bar here into this hole here and then turn it. Of course, I then have to put that on to get some strength. I can then turn it, and when I turn it, this will go in and out. So, do we need to put it back together? Well, I would like to put it back together. If you look carefully at these pieces that I've taken out, they will look slightly different, each one. And you could, in theory, rotate these around, and then you could then make a key to fit those. Right, so let's put it back together. So let's start again. It was from left to right, so now it's right to left. See these spring here, as that goes in onto the hole there, you clip it down, push the spring down, and again here on this one, keep going down. That's it, that one's in. And you can see now what's actually happening. You're lining up all these pieces of metal so that the groove lines up, so it will then quite easily come out when the key is turned. So let's keep on going. Put that in there, push that down. You see what I'm doing. Put it in there, down, and the final one in there. Push it down. Now I have taken that out. I should put it in first, really, but not to wait. It looks like it will fit without me doing anything else. Okay, so there it is there. Now, if we now carefully put the top back on, there it is here. Make sure it's in the right place, and I'm not using a potty drive or Phillips at the moment. Just do it up. Just doing it up. Not too tight, so I can then demonstrate it works, or not, as the case may be. So now put it back together. Now put the key in, and there we go. So you could, as I say, swap the pieces of metal that are lined up, and you could then make a new key, and you therefore wouldn't need to buy a new lock if of course you wanted to change the key itself. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and please, if you have time, if you could give me a review, that'd be fantastic.